Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the show. Today, Cruising is Fun Anytime. Cheryl will not be joining us today. She is getting some much-needed rest. I want to open up this episode by saying thank you to all 100 people that commented on her video and everything yesterday. Thank you so much for your ongoing support and for your prayers. She is getting well, feeling better. And she wanted me to let everybody know thank you. She's we both get the notifications when somebody leaves a comment on the video. So she's feeling the love, believe it. So we definitely thank you. In the meantime and in between time, we got I'm Jeremy. This is Eddie, and we got Scott on location still from the NCL getaway. Where, as I understand it, there is snap, and we also got a new fedora up on the top of Mr. Scott's head. Let us know what the deal was about that.
Oh my gosh! So this is what happens when it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Sure,
I was just, listen.
Yeah.
I was strolling the ship, beverage in hand, came across it. Little voice in my head said, "Why not?"
Yeah, we got the pineapple fedora working here. That'll work. And
So you got that one on the ship, or you had it with you?
No, I got it on the ship.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Pineapple fedoras. Go ahead.
Even with some of these, slightly inverted pineapples.
Yep.
What are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do?
If you get a tap on the shoulder, you have been warned, good sir.
No, that's just it, though. I'm definitely not wearing the thing out. I'm not leaving the room with this.
You leave it in the room. Okay.
You gotta represent.
You gotta represent for the pineapple squad. Okay.
Right, yep.
No, I have my regular normal fedora right up there on a hook, and that's what I'm leaving the room with.
Okay.
So,
Well,
sure.
Good. We just don't want you to get flagged down by the incorrect set of people. Anyway, guys, welcome into the morning shenanigans. We are Go Live Together, your morning team for cruise and travel. If you are here for the replay, first of all, thank you so much for coming in for the replay. We've been really, seeing the amount of people that come back for the replay. It is blessing our socks off. Believe it. Thank you guys for your ongoing support for the show. And in the meantime, for those of you that have joined us in the live stream, good morning and welcome in. Yo, Brooklyn in the house. Hit that like button. Eddie Lugo Studios has made it. That's right. Oh, snap. We got a gnarly weather report here. You ready to get cold, Scott? The good morning, everyone, on this cold morning where it is -3 degrees Fahrenheit with a high of 42 degrees today and cloudy. That is wow. That's one heck of a temperature spread. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures have checked in. Good morning.
Allied reinforcements have arrived from the north.
And we also got Jules Vlog that has checked in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you back in the chat again. Danny D, the spectacular supporter, has made it in. Hello.
Good morning.
We got Bam Manola checking in this morning. Hello. Welcome in.
Hi.
And Kathy Mills. Good morning. We got a Sea Leg Journey raid. I know that's right. We always appreciate the raids coming in. Ahoy there. Captain Billy J Travels has made it in. Hello.
Welcome.
And we got Mosh Saya. Hello. Welcome in.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to say that last name. Here's I'm gonna have to call in an audible on this one, Eddie.
Bananas.
Yeah, Bam Manola says the Cajun word for the day is bonarang.
It's good for nothing.
Good for nothing? Okay. Let's see. Midlife Travels have made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
And they said, good morning, everyone. Hashtag miss you, Cheryl, and hashtag get well soon. I know that's right. Oh, here we go. Captain Billy J cleared up the whole situation about the fedora here. He says, hashtag grape juice influenced shopping. Yes. So, okay, we found out how that went down.
Ouch.
Yeah. And Mike Ariana says, next Scott will be wearing all pineapple clothing. Ha ha.
No.
Yep. That means good for nothing. Hey, that'll work. Eddie was right on top of that one. Danny D, the Spectacular Sporter, says, hashtag we love Cheryl. I know that's right. Adventures with Roxanne has made it in. Good morning.
Hi.
Hello, Roxanne.
All right.
Hello, Midlife Travels. Good morning.
Yep. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
That's right.
Okay. So, Scott, you were in Bermuda.
Yeah, so we arrived in Bermuda about an hour ago. We're going to be here. Remember, we're an hour ahead, so it is now actually 8 minutes after 10 here and not 9. So 2 hours ahead of you. So we'll be here till 4 o'clock today. Most itineraries, definitely an itinerary that just going to Bermuda always stays for about 2.5, 3 days. We'll actually be on an itinerary like that in June with Eddie and Alice Lugo. So we'll be here in Bermuda for 3 days on the celebrity eclipse. So looking forward to that. I've been to Bermuda before. I've been here on Royal Caribbean, spent 3 days here. It's really fantastic island. Now most of how you get around on this island is by water taxi or water shuttle. Those of you who don't know, Bermuda is basically kind of like a strip of, it's just a strip. The island is not a contiguous solid island, water in the middle, obviously water all around. So in order to get from where the ships dock, which is the Navy Yard, which is a far northeastern tip of the island, to say the capital city, Hamilton, or St. George's, which is at the other side of the island, the easiest way to get there is by water shuttle, which kind of just goes right across the lagoon, for lack of a better way of putting it, to the other side of the strip of the island where Hamilton and St. George's are. So you can drive. It takes a really long time because, like I said, it's kind of like a strip and you have to drive all the way down around the edge of the island. So it does take a while. There's a single road, one going one way, one going the other. But it's a really great island. It's not super warm here today, although there's not much variation in the temperature. Like Bermuda's high today is 66 and their low is 64.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of, it's very, because it's out in the middle of the Gulf Stream, it's about due east of Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. So it's not exactly tropical, but being in the Gulf Stream does give it a temperate climate. I'm surprised and shocked. Well, I shouldn't be surprised and shocked, but I am still surprised and shocked at how many people I saw getting ready to get off the ship dressed like it's July. Hopefully they fare well out there in the on the cooler day. But I have jeans on and a t-shirt. I'll probably take a hoodie just as backup. But since we're only going to be here just for a few hours, I'm only going to explore the Navy Yard. I'm not headed into Hamilton, but I definitely am headed into Hamilton in June when we come back on the eclipse. So
cool beans.
And I have a quick clip here, video clip that I'll run here of the Navy Yard area. So, and of course, the quintessential Bermuda water.
Absolutely beautiful.
So yeah, so that's basically the Navy Yard area. It's hard to tell from that video, but there is a lot of stuff down there to do. It's not just I mean, there's the fort to tour there that you saw right at the beginning of the clip there, kind of straight ahead from where I was standing. And then there's just a ton of other stuff to do, shops and restaurants and different historical, significant places and stuff down there or whatever. You can, rent scooters and cars, these unique cars where people sit single file in the car and you can drive all over the island if you want, stuff like that. Just tons of stuff to do down there. Of course, it's where you pick the water shuttle up to go over to Hamilton or wherever else as well. But lots and lots of stuff to do. Definitely keep you busy all day just here at the Navy Yard in itself. So,
yep. Will G, good morning.
Good morning.
And he said he's working and listening. We always appreciate you coming in.
Yep.
And let's see, we are all caught up in the chat. And let me just show you this right here. We don't have any visitors in town as far as cruise ships are concerned, but this is our current situation here. It's a little foggy outside. Definitely not as sunny as we would like for it to be.
Very windy, though.
Yeah, it's windy. But we are waking up to 69 degrees Fahrenheit today with 97% humidity. And it's cloudy outside and it's windy. It's only saying 12 miles an hour. Today, the temperature is going to be dropping throughout the day, as you can see. But around this afternoon, we're peaking up to 67, then dropping off to 53 by the time tomorrow gets here. So yeah, we're looking forward to wearing a couple of hoodies ourselves, Scott. So you will not be by yourself. And as you can see throughout the rest of the week, it's looking kind of crummy, except for Saturday. If you're sailing away on Saturday, it looks like it's going to be mostly cloudy. 69 degrees by the time sail away gets here. You can be at 68. So yeah, if you're sailing away on Saturday on the Jubilee, that's what your sail away forecast looks like. I looked at where all of the ships are because nobody's here today. And the Carnival Breeze is in Costa Maya. The Dream is in Half Moon Cay, Bahamas. The Jubilee is in Costa Maya. The Prima is in Cozumel, Mexico. The Regal Princess is in Mahogany Bay, Roatan, Honduras, with the Harmony of the Seas. They're both there. And then we got Voyager of the Seas at sea. Look like it's on its way back here. Probably be here in the morning. So that
our next stop is St. Martin, and that will be on Friday. And I'm really looking forward to the rest of the cruise after today. That's when we should be down in the deep heart of the Caribbean, where it's going to finally be warm.
Yeah, but not hoodie weather. That's what Scott's looking for.
I cannot wait to put shorts back on. My last two cruises were not super warm. The Prima was kind of like half warm, half not, and the entire sailing on the Meraviglia was cold and not nice, with the one exception of the day in Nassau where it barely reached 77 degrees. It was a good, decent day. I still had jeans on that day, but otherwise I'm really looking forward to a nice tropical cruise vacation for a change.
I didn't get the chance to see his skinny legs in Primo.
I know, right? Captain Billy J says vlogs from the muster drill on his current cruise will be on his channel in the next year, give or take 50 or 100 years.
You know it, Captain.
Yep. That's the truth. We are all caught up in the chat again, which means that it is now time for Jeremy to give us what happened on this day in history. welcome to Jeremy Goes Bananas, where every word that is not really pronounceable becomes a banana. So I know that you might have a little fun with this one. Today is Wednesday, February 28th. And on this day in history, 1827, the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad became the first steam-operated railway in the United States to be chartered as a common carrier of freight and passengers.
Wow.
In 1901, American chemist Linus Pauling, who received 2 Nobel Prizes, one for chemistry in 1954 and another for peace in 1962, for efforts to control the spread of nuclear weaponry, was born. In 1906, American gangster Bugsy Siegel was born in Brooklyn, New York. Eddie, you good?
Yeah.
In 1922, Egypt was declared an independent country. In 1931, American basketball coach Dean Smith, who was one of the most successful men's basketball coaches in collegiate history, was born. In 1942, during World War II, Japanese troops landed on the island of Java, which they occupied until 1945. In 1983, the final episode of the immensely popular TV series MASH aired and was watched by an estimated 106 million viewers.
Ba-da-da-da-dum.
Yep. In 1991, the Persian Gulf War, an international conflict that was triggered by Iraq's invasion of Kuwait, ended as Iraqi leader Saddam Hussein accepted a ceasefire agreement. And finally, on this day in 2013, Benedict,
Bananas.
no, I'm trying to read Roman numerals right now. Hang on, I got this. The 16th? Benedict the 16th?
Is it XV1?
XVI, yeah.
Yeah, 16, yeah.
Became the first pope to resign since Gregory the 12th in 1945. And that will do it for On This Day in History. All right. Here we go. Yeah, I only had one banana. I love it. And Tanisha came in with the day of the day. Thank you so much for keeping this going for us. We really appreciate you. She says, good morning. Happy National Chocolate Souffle Day. National Tooth Fairy Day. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, there goes some irony for you right there. National Floral Design Day and National Sleeping Awareness Day. Be sure to celebrate. So,
I am very aware that I need to sleep.
Yeah. So go get you some chocolate, go to the dentist, and then get you some flowers on the way home to take a nap.
Well, listen, if the NCL getaway is a country, then I would say every day in this country is flush your toilet every 10 seconds day.
Yeah, there's a toilet gate on the NCL getaway right now happening. I didn't want to get Scott all up in arms about everything, but here goes.
This is driving me crazy. Absolutely driving me crazy. These people all around me are constantly flushing their toilets, and I am not exaggerating. These toilets are constantly flushing all day, all night. Doesn't matter when I am in my cabin. These toilets are nonstop flushing. I've never experienced anything like it in my entire life.
Every cruise is different. That's why you got to keep on going on them. Mikey Randa's Adventure says, I can hear Cheryl in the hospital saying, bananas. Yeah, me too. Oh, okay. Here we go. It is actually National Public Sleeping Day, not Sleeping Awareness Day. I'm still in bed, so celebrating accordingly. I know that's right. Get you some rest. Okay, so besides the toilet flushing and everything, let's hear what else Scott has to say about the cruise and travel industry news.
Good morning, Cruise News with Scott and toilet flushing.
Yes, with Scott and the toilet flushing. So hopefully you can hear me giving you the news over all the toilet flushing going on this ship.
Mm.
Oh man. So this is exciting, exciting news story. Star Trek cruise setting sail on Royal Caribbean ship in 2025.
Whoa!
So it says here, Star Trek, the cruise, an annual sea voyage for fans of the TV franchise, will honor its 30th anniversary of Star Trek Voyager for its 2025 sailing on board Explorer of the Seas. I think it should be like Voyager of the Seas, right? But it's Explorer of the Seas. So Kate Mulgrew, who played Captain Catherine Janeway for 7 seasons on the sci-fi show, is headlining the 7-night cruise on Royal Caribbean's Explorer of the Seas. Mulgrew is also well known to TV fans as Red from the Netflix series Orange is the New Black. So the Trek cruise sails round trip from Miami on February 23rd, 2025, and visits Costa Maya and Cozumel, Mexico, along with Belize City in Belize before returning on March 2nd. We've been planning our Voyager celebration for quite some time, and we're thrilled to share the news with Star Trek fans, said Chris Herring, partner and executive director of Theme Cruises at Entertainment Cruise Productions. Mulgrew, who will be joined by other Voyager crew members, including Jerry Ryan, Robert Beltran, Robert Picardo, Ethan Phillips, Tim Russ, and Roxanne Dawson. It will be a truly special experience for our guests to see so many Voyager crew members on Star Trek The Cruise version 8. So it says here, Star Trek The Cruise is licensed by Paramount Productions Products, part of the studio that produced Star Trek franchise series. The show began in 1966 with William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, and DeForest Kelley playing the main roles. Voyager was the 5th series in the franchise and aired from 1995 to 2001. The cruise also features actors from other Trek series confirmed for 2025 are attendees, including Jonathan Frakes, John Delancey, and Denise Crosby from The Next Generation. Nana Visitor, Max Gorgonchik, and Casey Biggs from Deep Space Nine, along with Mary Wiseman and Wilson Cruz from Discovery. Discovery, which airs on the streaming Paramount Plus service, is set to premiere its final season beginning in April of 2024. Themed parties and cosplay contests. Each Trek cruise features themed shows, activities, and performances nightly by the actors from the franchise. Other attractions are panel discussions and airing of Trek movies and TV episodes on the pool deck, costume parties and cosplay contests, and more. The bars and restaurants, clubs on the Explorer get redecorated and renamed to fit Star Trek's futuristic theme and add to the total immersion of the cruise. This cruise is amazing, and I've known about it for so long, but it is crazy expensive, and I've never paid that much for a cruise. So anyways, this Explorer is its regular amenities, specialty dining, pool, surf simulator, fitness center, and more remain open and available to guests throughout the cruise. The Voyager class ship with room for 4,290 guests and 1,180 crew members. Cabin prices start at $2,400 per person, and the fare includes admissions to all performances, interviews, parties, and meals. It says here, Star Trek The Cruise is chartered sailing on the Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas. So bookings are made through the Entertainment Cruise Productions website. The ship home ports in Miami and traditionally sails Eastern and Western Caribbean voyages during the winter months. So it says here that week-long voyage. So Entertainment Cruise Productions, which stages the Star Trek and 80s cruises, also produces several other themed voyages, including a 90s cruise, a Comic-Con cruise, and the High Seas Rally, a motorcyclist themed sailing as well. So it's pretty exciting, but too crazy expensive for me. I would never pay that much. So moving on, Carnival cruise ship assists distressed boat in the Florida Straits. So during the last day at sea on her most recent 7-night sailing on the Western Caribbean, the Carnival Celebration spotted a small craft north of Cuba in the Florida Straits, overloaded with occupants and signaling for help. So the cruise ship immediately responded, pausing to assess the situation and offer assistance. Authorities were quickly notified and sent appropriate rescue craft to lend aid to the 20 people in the small boat. So the celebration team helped a group of 20 people in distress on the boat in the Florida Straits. The ship's team gave them food, water, and called the U.S. Coast Guard Sector Key West, which deployed a cutter and rescued the stranded group. The exact position of the incident has not been released, but refugees encountered are not uncommon in the Florida Straits as migrants from Cuba seek refuge in the United States. So it says at the time of the rescue, the Carnival Celebration was on the final day of the 7-day voyage, following calls to Cozumel, Roatan, and Costa Maya. There was no delay in the ship's return to Miami, nor was the next itinerary impacted by the compassionate action. So it says this is not Celebration's first refugee rescue. The ship encountered its first group of refugees aboard a small craft on January 2nd, 2023, less than 2 months after she welcomed her first guests on board. That incident occurred in the same general area as the most recent rescue. So,
and that's the way the news goes.
That'll work.
So, of course, then we here at Go Live Together had our own rescue at sea experience on the Carnival, or on the Carnival Prima, on the NCL Prima.
Yes.
But I do not believe those people were from Cuba. Turns out, I believe they were from Guatemala, I believe.
I think so.
Or somewhere else in Central America. So.
Mm-hmm. And Captain Billy J gave you a toilet here in the comments section.
I'm telling you, Captain, this is driving me insane.
Mike and Rihanna just heard a toilet flush. And Kevin from Tuber Chat has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Word up.
Thank you for that share. Oh, okay. Well, here it is. Captain Billy J says, if you drink too much grape juice, you're going to hear a lot of toilet flushes.
Yeah, well, there is no grape juice in this cup. I can tell you that.
Okay. Sea Lake Journeys has made it in. What's up, Chet? Good morning.
Good morning.
Captain Billy J says, I am a Trekkie.
Yeah, like I said, I am too. I fall asleep every night to Star Trek. I love Star Trek. I mean, just love it, love it, love it. But there's just no way I would pay that much money to run around on a ship with a bunch of other nerds. Just not
only that too, if you participate in the cosplay activities and all of that means you're going to have to bring extra bags. A lot of that cosplay stuff is really big, and I don't know how people are going to fit that in their bags in order to bring it onto the cruise. That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking extra bags. So my mind went to airline fees at that point.
Yeah.
But that will bring us to our next section, which is Scott's question of the day. I'm really, really wondering what happened on the getaway to inspire this question. And it's simply,
I'm telling you. Listen, I am not. I know this sounds like I'm throwing shade on older folks, and I'm not. Okay, but boy. And sometimes the older generations are just the most difficult to deal with. So here's the inspiration for this, right? So I'm going many times so far. I'm only 3 days into this cruise, right? And I can't tell you how many times an elevator door has opened, and whether that elevator already had people on it, or there was a bunch of people waiting at the elevator bank to get on the elevator, every single time I have been there, the entire back of the elevator car is open. And these people will not move into it. They all try to crowd in the front section of the elevator door, of the elevator, and they just will not move back. And finally, this morning was like, I hadn't had my coffee yet, right? And this morning I was like, I just had it. I said, listen, either somebody needs to move into the back of the elevator, or you need to get off and let me move back there, because one way or another, I'm coming on this elevator. So then they all just looked at me. So then I literally had to just push right on to that elevator, right through those people and into the back of the elevator, which I had all to myself. And they just kind of stood there and acted as if it never even happened. And I just can't. Like, I'm just like, what universe have I crossed over into for this cruise? Because that is just the tip of the iceberg for unique, first time ever encounters and experiences, and we're only 3 days into a 10-day cruise. So for me, getting to the actual meat and potatoes of the question is, if that elevator was absolutely jam-packed, I would not be one of those people who says, okay, one more coming on or anything. But in the cases that I've run into, that has not been the case. Every single time, the entire back of the elevator is completely open, and for some reason, nobody on this ship wants to use it.
Eddie?
I think they might be afraid of getting stuck in it. So far it's been good. Usually the first day, embarkation day, is the worst, when everybody's trying to move around and go all over the place. But I've been in situations where there was one specific cruise where we had a lot of French Canadians in it. No offense to Canadians, but this was a little bit too much. These people kept cutting me off. At the time I used a walker, and I getting cut off. Or I was with Alice waiting to get in the elevator, and as soon as we were going to go in, people would rush in front of me and get in it. And I just gave them a look like, go. And I was just like, come on, we could fit in here. So like, no, I'm not going to push myself in there or feel all stuck in between. We just wait for the next one. And usually it was a lot emptier the next one that came in. But yeah, having a wheelchair or a walker or even a scooter, it's a desire to be found sometimes, because a lot of people do not care. They just want to get in it, and they don't give a crap what you're waiting on, or you've been there longer than them. They just don't give up blank. But you deal with that, and sometimes it just gets easier as the days go by. But usually the embarkation day is the worst day. That's why I'm glad that I get in earlier than everybody else due to the handicap, and I get to go straight to what I need to go and get it done with. But so far it's been okay. But yeah, there is a time where where things get a little rough, or too many people in the elevator, or like Scott says, they just don't move around. So sometimes I save a little gas with me, and when we get in the elevator, people are like, prop, prop in the back, and I don't say anything because I'm sitting down on the walker, and all of a sudden people go like, "What just happened? Hey, get out!"
Nice.
Yes.
All
Hey,
of
that
these
is,
are really good strategies, man. Okay, but what I do is I just glance over to the elevator, and if it looks like it's even remotely full, I don't even go that way.
yeah,
I'll just take the next one. The mobility scooters and walkers and things became really prevalent on our Mardi Gras cruise because we actually had somebody that had a scooter and nobody was letting her on. So what I would do is block the way. It's like, okay, we got a scooter with us, y'all. I would talk to the other passengers and say, let's let her on. And we could take the next one or the stairs or whatever. And so that we became hyper aware of how rude and inconsiderate people are whenever taking elevators on the cruise ship.
yeah.
And this is fleet wide. We're on the Carnival ships, especially on Norwegian. We went around with Eddie a lot, and I don't recall a lot of moments where we weren't able to just go on. We had our full elevators. We just let the whole set go, because we wanted to go onto the elevator together.
Yeah.
So we waited for the empty one to come up and grab us, and then we would go on our way. But generally speaking, no, I don't push my way onto an elevator because of people dropping bombs. And, the fuller the elevator is, the more stops you make on the way to your destination. So
That's right. Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
So I don't know. And also there's this ride up to ride down or ride down to ride up mentality that we have. If we find if like there's one person going down, but we need to go up, we'll get on the elevator with them and then just push our number, and then just go drop that person off and then head on the way to our floor. So that's our strategy whenever riding elevators on the cruise ship. Good question.
Yep.
Now, I actually had an incident like that Monday night where there was a gentleman on a scooter and his wife, and they were getting passed by. So when the elevator opened, I did block it and invited them onto the elevator. And the wife must have thanked me 5 or 6 times in that short elevator. And of course, again, as they were leaving the elevator. So that told me that they probably definitely deal with elevator hogs a lot.
Yeah. That just, it blows my mind that you got a person that really needs that ride. And if you got capable legs that could possibly take the stairs, especially if you're only going up one floor or down or down 2. If that's my rule, if I'm going up 3 and I'm by myself, I'll take the stairs. If I'm going down 4, then I'll take the stairs. At that point, I'm just going to get ice cream or pizza. I'm not doing nothing important. And
So like on Getaway, Starbucks is on deck 6 and my cabin is on deck 13.
Mm-hmm.
So like when Jeremy was talking about this on Prima, a lot of times they went on the elevator with Alice and Eddie, and I most of the time took the stairs, right? And I would meet them at whatever floor we were going to.
Right.
I take the stairs. I'm a person that loves to take the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's deck 6 to 13 and I haven't had my coffee yet, I'm taking an elevator.
No, that's not happening with me either. I would wait. I would wait on the elevator for sure. Let's see. And we got 243 days left. But I know Eddie has been working on this amazing cruise for everybody. He's he's hosting a cruise, and I think it's time for us to let him get the secret out of the bag that he's been working on here for the Carnival Paradise. You are muted, good sir.
I just saw when the sign came up. Sorry, guys. So, yes, it is going on October 28, 2024 this year. And this October coming up, we're going to be leaving out of Tampa on a Carnival Paradise. We're going to go down to Key West, Montego Bay, and Grand Cayman on a 6-day cruise. You want to get in it? Come on. Get in touch with Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel to get your cabin going, get your deposit put away, and pay up the cruise by July. There's going to be plenty of activities on the cruise going on. We're going to have a slot pool. We're going to have a bar crawl. We're going to have some stuff, giveaways, some activities and festivities that are going on the cruise since it's an October Halloween cruise. Also, we're going to be celebrating Scott's birthday and Jeremy's also. So we get to throw them around and hopefully throw some eggs, maybe a piece of cake, and throw one of them in the water. So it'd be a nice, fun thing to do. Once we hit Key West, we're gonna have some Cuban coffee, Cuban sandwiches. And we're gonna run around all over the place. So looking forward to that. Yes. And hopefully my brother will meet us down there in Key West. So that'll be a fun time to do. So definitely, you want to be part of it, please get in touch with Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel. Get your cabin going. We got about 3 cabins left on the group. Don't worry, plenty of other cabins to get. So get in touch with him, and the sooner the better. So if anything, check out this video.
Who's Cruise 2024. Hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios, out of Tampa, Florida. Port of calls, Key West, Florida. Grand Cayman Island. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Aboard the Carnival Paradise. Come join us for this great cruise, October 28th to November 3rd, 2024. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com.
Oh, snap. Since we're in party mode, House of X Entertainment, Inc. has made it in.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the toilet flushing.
Yes. We're going to try to see if we can hear some for the rest of the show.
Oh, no. No.
Can't Stop Walking But Love Mowing and Cruising has made it in. Good morning.
What's up, my man?
Morning.
And I will definitely let her know that you said get well soon. I know she appreciates all of the words of care and support that have been coming in for the cruise community. At least there's a couple of hundred of you guys that have left us messages, and believe me, we'll respond to those messages whenever possible. We're just letting her get some extra rest.
She's doing good. I mean, I know she's doing. She was complaining about how many times people were coming into into her room. So she's doing good. So she's back to normal. So she just needs to take some time off and realize that she needs some a break, and then be out of there. So,
Captain Billy J, Scott may not have one, but I think I do. Hang on. Let me.
I mean, I have a toilet flushing soundboard at home, but not on my travel stream deck. But it's not a cruise ship toilet flush.
Where is my toilet sound?
What about the lift that's going up?
Oh yeah,
I do have that.
The lift
That
is
was
going up.
There we go. That's a good cruise ship sound. I cannot find my toilet flush, man.
And I should have recorded on the subway in New York. Be clear of the closing doors.
Yep. And
so the Washington D.C. Metro, I spend so much time in Washington D.C. that is literally burned into my brain, and it always says step back and allow customers to exit. When boarding, please move to the center of the car. And then it does this little jingle and it says step back, doors closing. That's the Washington, D.C. Metro right there.
Well, that'll work. Jennifer from Embarkation Nation has made it in. Hello. Welcome.
What's up?
And let's see. We are caught up in the chat, but let's see. Who else is coming on for the remainder of the day on YouTube, good sir?
So we have the Flushing Marines, the Moment in the Water with Jeremy at 11, Roy and Becky's Travels at 1 p.m. Eastern, Edna's World Controversy Cruising tonight at 7 p.m. 8 o'clock we'll be rounding up with the Antoinette Fun, D&G Explorers, Live with Mountain Folk, Full Blown Country, Mountains to Sea Crew with How We Cruise tonight, and hopefully Across the Waves with Tinkerbell, Keith, and Alice, but I'm not sure about them because there was no show from Tinkerbell yesterday, so I don't know if they'll be on tonight. So if they are not, there'll be plenty other creators to see tonight. So be ready.
Yep. All right. That's a good lineup for tonight.
And of course, there's always the impromptu live streams from the muster drill called Flushing Your Cruise Away.
Yes. And
no. The title should be Flushing with Care.
Yep.
From the cruise.
All right.
We have cruise director Scott.
That's right.
Oh my God, I'm telling you, these.
And speaking of Scott, you got a fan here. Rob with Cruise Brothers has made it in. Good morning.
What's up?
And coincidentally, at the same time, cruising on the high seas
and travel
has made it into the chat. Also, good morning.
What a coincidence. Mm-hmm. They both Robs are here at the same time.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. Okay, Captain Billy J. Travel says, I like the announcement on the Disney monorail. They speak in Spanish about the doors closing. Read that, Eddie.
Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas.
And that's what that means.
Clear the closing doors.
It is, for sure.
I like the one in New York better.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you should say the one in New York say, stay out of the door.
I know, right? That would seem a little more New York to me.
New York, yeah.
When my daughter recently got her first apartment and she was trying to decide on a welcome mat. And it came down to between two, right? One of them was some of them was like, hey, y'all, you made it, or something like that, right? Which was a nice one, right? And the other one was like, hey, look at you showing up at my door unannounced without calling.
Oh, wow.
Oh, ouch. Or let him know you're over.
Okay, and here's an explanation on the Rob side. It was planned as we just got off the phone booking another amazing cruise. Let us know where you're going, where you're headed. Where are you going? We want to.
I want to cruise again so badly between the current cruise I'm on and the next and the next cruise, my anniversary cruise on the Divina next month. But I've got so much stuff to do at home, and I have not been home for more than 2 weeks in like the last 6 months. Right. And I really need to spend some time. So I have had something in my cart ready to check out at least 10 times in the last week, and I have to keep stopping myself because I really need to stay home and get some things done. So
that'll work. And let's see. I know that we are caught up in the chat. So for the remainder of the day, I know you're going into Bermuda and to the Navy place. And you said you've been there before. What adventures are you looking forward to that you didn't do before that you wanted to do last time?
So this entire area that I'm about to show is basically known as the Navy Yard or King's Wharf, they call it sometimes or whatever. But it's basically the far east end of the island. It's the only place that's deep enough to accommodate cruise ships. So, and even though it just kind of looks like just a bunch of nothing from the video because of how far back I am, there really is a lot of things to do down there and see, a lot of shops, and there's even like a beach and a dolphin encounter, a whole bunch of different stuff there. So of course, right there ahead is the fort, so you can tour that and stuff as well. And there's just like a whole bunch of stuff to do down there, and just different things to see. Like I said, a lot of history and cultural things and stuff to check out and experience, restaurants and so forth. So I'm really just the last time I was here, I spent, like, I would literally get off the ship, walk down to the water taxi, get on it, go over to Hamilton, and then either explore Hamilton or get on a bus in Hamilton. And I took a bus all the way out to St. George's. It takes a little over an hour, about an hour and 15 minutes one way to get to St. George's by bus. So took a bus out there, but there's a lot of places to see along the way between there and George's too. There's a big aquarium here on Bermuda and so forth. So I did not really spend any time here in the Navy Yard area. So I'm going to spend the day just walking around and taking a look and exploring that all. And I will have my cameras on and vlogging about it. But you'll just have to stay tuned for that vlog someday. But I definitely will be vlogging it and checking it out. So I'm just going to, like I said, walk around and experience it, because I did not get to do that the last time I was here, just because I spent so much time seeing the rest of Bermuda. So
nice. And let's see. Captain Billy J says Scott's utility bills have been the lowest while he's been gone. Well, hey, there it is.
Indeed.
Cruise to save money.
Yep.
And Cruising on the High Season Travel says it's a secret, but it's one of the cruises that one or more of the hosts are on.
What?
I wonder which one that could be.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are in addition to this, are we possibly going to see Rob from Cruise Brothers?
Maybe.
Don't know. No, maybe.
Perhaps.
Because it's definitely not 2.0, right? Because he's on another cruise during then, right?
Well, he's got his Alaska cruise like right before Booze 2.0.
Gotcha.
And that's been the contention all along, is that and why he can't make it, but I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, that will work right there. And well, folks, I believe that will do it for today's show. We definitely appreciate you coming in. As always, everybody take care of each other out there. We love and appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all hit the like button. Do us a favor. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, we love you and good morning.
Bye.
And, just real quick before we let everybody go, I think I got to play this right here.
Hey, we got a super chat from you and you and you. Thank you.
And thank you so much for coming in. The Bud Files also. We definitely appreciate you guys. Y'all take care out there, and we'll see you tomorrow.